Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the... It's much easier from this side. The panels on the rails slide once...
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that. Yes, time to investigate these passages. Let's move quietly and not make more sound.
Not running is a great way. A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, "Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair matched by an ample moustache is..."
Some radical or radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago. Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted. We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff. You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
flashes again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange...
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the... Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this.
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it.
If you must.
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire...
If you can't predict it, there's no...
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never... It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it work. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But...
As she says the word, officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way work. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
no, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN freak blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am... A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale.
Sounds like she knew someone who used to man one of those stations. But she won't tell you about her. Boy, you're one empathetic police officer to have guessed even that much.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that, at the upper limit, is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also...
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
The pale? It's the end of the world. I built it myself.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that.
Oh yeah, way beyond. No, once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself. Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through. Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Turn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She's carrying a two-barreled frontal. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but she can form sentences. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while. So you found my shack, huh?
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
I was, before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you.
So she says she didn't do it, and she doesn't trust you. Is it you specifically?
Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first. Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus and his boys, man. They told us you were on the coast.
Even now, Kim is a paragon of professionalism. He is trying to make...
Well, fuck. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people...
A dull despair is
How the fuck do the rest of you get by? I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Like what? I already told you I didn't...
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types. Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do. Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings.
She didn't hate it, okay?
I'm listening. Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me. You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough.
No one takes a 15-minute leak.
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar.
She speaketh truth.
And? The gun store. Trigger Happy Jacks. What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal. sure don't.
A breech loader?
No. A knocked-away 80 front-loader. Two-barreled. Not really what...
That Merc was probably shot from a distance with a military-grade rifle. Otherwise, everyone at the whirling would have heard the shot downstairs.
Yeah, evidence. No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style. So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around.
Was that pity? For you? She sees you're grasping for straws here.
I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too. No, I did not. So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust me.
That really comes as a blow to her.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going...
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the union.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to...
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum. Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum. Yeah? What?
More questions before doing anything.
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him.
Those rings around her eyes. Her tired voice. She's been staying up late.
Police radio?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging. She's refusing to adopt the demeanor of a cornered animal, a leader with no one to lead.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha, she sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her. Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before. No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea. Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to admire her. As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried the lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way.
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want...
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn la puta madre agent. Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human...
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant fucking hell. And why me? You hear spewing white. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a god...
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie.
Did someone mention a fucked up tie? I called...
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both. Yeah, sure.
She doesn't.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough. You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair.
I thought we had an agreement, she thinks. This was not so. She's not going to change her mind that easily. She's still... Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway? Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either. One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in you. That sound about right?
No idea who these people are. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Miller. We can either take a room here in the whirling. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me. What bunker? Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer. You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but... She looks at the machine, assessing the damage.
Oh, fuck it. Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's...
Oh, yes it is.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other option. You know. This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. She pulls the trigger. Before you finish your set, you watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair.
Fuck.
job. It went really bad. And now
She died. How can he be so? This is the right thing to do. Clean up, keep a cool head.
Lieutenant Yefreitor Dubois, control your emotions. We did our job. This won't be the worst thing that happens on this case, believe me.
There is no coming back from this one. It will stay with you in nightmares.
We are cops. Everything is our fault if we let it be. We clean up. It may take days for processing to pick up her body. We need to move it somewhere. That tent there.
Plain red tent stand. It was pitched by practice. You see a rolled up sleeping bag.
We should put her in the sleeping bag. So the
lieutenant nods. There she lies, cocooned in the sleeping bag. Magazines. You should look through them. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio...
See anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. You pocket the worn brown leather journal. She watches by.
We should read this immediately.
Thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around. It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald. She had good taste and must have taken what she recorded here seriously. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages, the large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal.
We could learn a lot from this.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes.
Professionalism is his coping mechanism. Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, short wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal. The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable. Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. She is referring to betraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense? That name isn't mentioned. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry. Or, then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake. The thought steadies your nerves. The journal stops shaking. Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? The entry ends. The call was a courtesy. He must have held her in high regard to personally tell her he knew about her plan to run drugs for the competition. The most recent, and even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
I don't think she killed the mercenary. It looks like she might have been framed.
This whole thing was a detour, and the fate... Don't get emotional.
By the Hardy Boys? By Classier? By us? No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting.
Could have been Titus. Then again... Maybe there's a Hardy Boy we've yet to meet who acted as his accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask.
Ratan! Now is the time! Oh, you will see. First the spirits! The blue medicinal spirits! Grab the bottle and uncork it! It is time to Ratan! Life and death are inseparable! There's a party when you're born, a party every... Why shouldn't there be a party when you die? And besides, this isn't even about that! You have no idea what this is about! This is gonna be so... But Ratan! No! Please uncork it! I can make it good again!
The lifeless necktie looks like a colorful intestine of some dead animal. Oily, alien, and otherwise. Seems you'll never learn the answer to that.
We're close. True, hardcore. Hardcore to the net, internally coherent. All core, all right, yeah.
He furrows his...
Hardcore.
Is it? But is it? No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
To the Mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary. What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5? Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here. Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good, people!
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off?
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the on-off for just a sec. For a special scheduled event. The on-off will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. Alright, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with it. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van... Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
Fuck yeah!
He seems sure, but you are left with the nagging doubt.
No nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Yeah! Reversion in...
Unless you were thinking Revershol imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with Eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
Hardcore superstar!
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape.
Yeah! With the rebel yell! Oh, sure! I can do that! If you want...
Please don't turn him into a...
I don't even know what to say to that.
Aye! It's time to compromise! Increment! I'm swiftly moving toward a solution which pleases...
You feel Jermaine Egghead's smile is too enthusiastic, but it'll have to do for now.
Lungs are for love! When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah.
Why wouldn't they be? Are the lungs not the place where you hold the breath of your soul?
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This... Alright.
What is it? Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume?
Maximum! Maximum is...
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instant?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master!
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless. Because I'm afraid that something might happen. It's an unknown phenomenon. We can always turn it back up if there's a need.
Can't turn down the hardcore!
Of course it is.
Yeah!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on account of...
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting.
Born ready. Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty. The church seems cold.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
No wind outside, no waves, no floor. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of... It's out there now. In the world, it will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and...
Guys, what's going on? It's getting louder.
In the basins, the water...
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation.
The beauty and the beat! The...
No, Egg! It's the window!
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously. His eyes...
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
Cracks appear on the stained glass window.
Come down to us!
It's shaking the building's foundation.
That's it. I'm muting it. Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you?
Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor! The place...
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed.
In the mixing desk now, building into a... This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down. And then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time?
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send...
Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That it was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. There, I have no idea.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers, if they're sober enough to open a transmission.
That it wasn't her fault. Or
they need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording, although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway. Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. also devise further...
I want you to know that's totally chill with...
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth. For her.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all...
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud...
Some tiny hard thing lets go. You have an explanation for all this. Somewhere deep in you. You don't know enough about the world. But that Joyce, if you knew all she knows, could put it together. Stop. Now. Crisis. Death. You can feel it in your blood. Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand. Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pocket. It would be better if you didn't have to.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning. Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his...
Shh. This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and...
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle out...
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure...
He is facing overwhelmingly superior fire.
Peaceful.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely...
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's...
The mercenary tribunal. My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
He doesn't want to, but he must.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some...
I think he's calmed down a bit.
Pig fuck!
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up forever.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk.
She doesn't seem to understand this. With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long... The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between... No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present, even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have. Move down from that. Please.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer. How cloven.
All of you cunts inside out.
The gunner. The raddest. The killer. What do you think he does?
There, on the rim of Owen Clerven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21.
Smart loincloth. He fucks natives up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Yeah? Who did that? How fucking convenient. One of us? Saying we? What if I just shot one of your pals here? How about the killed? Go ahead. Tell me we fucking killed our own colonel one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide.
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud, in a public place.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
Fucking liars.
The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the
I missed.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call. Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click, click, click. The realization comes to you, like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raoul No, probably foster brothers. Elise,
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. You're all sentenced to death by lead.
He sways from left to right, inspecting you.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck. Same fucking mud hut town, too.
Okay, good.
Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man. It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down cloths. Who? Laylee?
We researched him. We contacted the ICP and looked at his birth records. That was in there.
They fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor. And now these cunts finished the job.
It's a mindfuck, Corty. He wasn't put in a leaf compactor. They're making it up to fuck with us. Major, permission.
Open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now.
Fuck do you mean, talker?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around.
Yeah. He liked to chat up the natives, share leaflets, squeeze a bit of kid ass here and there. If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for sure. But me, I'm not a big fan of...
Ready to open fire, Major.
This one isn't used to being suited this long. She's uncomfortable. We'll open fire just to hurry things along.
Find his killer. Cop, his killer, stands right there. Shitting his pants. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them. Right here.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs. Where is she?
She left! She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
We should have arrested her.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
All right, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Granell would never. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Me? I fucking told you. I'm a Granell Major with 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation. Nah, I just have the biggest gun.
Technically, the other man has the biggest gun. But we're beyond that now.
King Reaper. You're right. But you see, I won.
Okay, it's not much. But he's thinking about something else. Now fire. Fuck them up. Do it. The muscles on your back tense up.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
He isn't just boasting. He really doesn't care. Back out of this now, or it'll get bad.
fucking waste this fuck!
Yes. So what? Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking government.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here!
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion. There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backward, eyes filled with his lips, moving, swollen with fear, are trying to say, shoot him, but he can't. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are an Easter AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate you. From the corner of your eye, you see the loot. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman. You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it. His eyes in 0.4 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in the tip of the barrel, like a honeycomb. This is a knock. Is there anything we could use to protect this frail body? That gun will tear. He's drunk. Drunk fighters overcorrect. Move right, he aims further right. Get him to overshoot. The shot rings and you stumble. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force. A volcano of burning pain erupts.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. He has to. Then, 2 shots ring and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see who got hit. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol. The look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips. Here it comes. Death. You simply blink, then something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire and your legs can't support you. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them.
You're bleeding out. Stay with me. You hear me? Stay awake. Look at me.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant. No, you scream. Behind you, from your blood. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
The pipe
There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating and rotting and being disinfected and smelling of drugs.
He can't go. Not before there is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again.
The engine of a caprice Canema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see?
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from
Sunrise, Parabellum. What happened? You shot the major in the face. A firefight ensued. Yes.
A blood-stained killer.
As retaliation, the rifleman shot you. He hit. With his carabine. I was looking for a clear line of sight.
He sounds a tiny bit sorry he did not find it before you got hit.
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me.
This is not the first person to die in his place.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Alain and the musician. I forget his name. Yes, he's still alive. You were bleeding out. You said something, I don't know what. And you warned me. I was able to disarm Officer De Paul before she got the jump on me.
Thank you.
I killed her. And that's what happened. This is the one. De Paul was the last to die. Everard had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. The company is yet to retaliate. Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly a target. Or maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know. 4. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. The fat one, he took a lot of bullets. All. Yes, officer. 7 people are dead. It's not a success.
+1. Ruby.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. And we...
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped. His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has...
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. 2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water. Yes, the joke wasn't funny anymore.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices. He's done with the jacket.
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying. It served you well. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely. Yes, we have also completely failed, but that's okay. Pretty bad, officer. You've suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your shoulder. The bullet passed through your shoulder blade. The second shot hit you in the thigh, the left quadriceps. No major arteries were nicked, but the bullet had to be removed. Bacterial infection was treated with mercurochrome. We will see. No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. Back to that shithole, he says.
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site. I'm sure they're worried about you.
That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out. They're not really worried about you. If they were, wouldn't they be here?
I don't know. I did. No need. Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her coming. Stupid of me. Easy now. How are you? Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Freighter. I honestly don't know. We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now, and Joyce has left too. Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Claudia too. We really should have arrested her, you know? Guard confirmed she left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up. I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have...
He's wrong.
Okay. Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor.
That does make some sense.
We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else? We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol.
But they seemed so mysterious.
No need to be melodramatic.
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
I'm listening. I'm ready to hear. It really is very hard.
He sounds surprisingly weary.
No. Are you ready to limp? Good. What do you want?
The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics.
Why not? Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him.
A gift. I am not drawing my gun, yet, but I don't like...
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note.
It's hardly surprising.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime. It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof, the island in the bay.
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point. She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her? Indeed.
He's used to knowing who to trust. This makes him uncomfortable.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired. The lead is flimsy. You might as well go around Martinez looking under every rock and talking to every person. But what else is there?
Not a lot, no. Okay, let's go to the fucking island. How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone. Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man...
Crazy motherfucker.
didn't think you had that fury in you. But that was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. The fucks did not expect that. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you for intervening, fellas. That was mighty brave.
This is big. It's as big of a thank you as Titus Hardy can muster under any circumstances.
Dick Mullen on steroids. Glenn would have liked you had he gotten to... Never mind.
There's a lump in his throat when he thinks of Glenn, lying on the plaza.
Theo was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never could imagine him withering. But Angus... he was just a stupid kid. Didn't realize the mess he'd gotten into. Trusted me. Still.
Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. He only deals with it by...
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I love that crazy homo like my own brother. We're all fucked without him. But what do? This job is shit. Dennis, that poor little rat is dead too. I always thought he'd...
He didn't like him. That only makes it worse.
Man, getting shot has really squeezed all the funk out of you. Mark my words. One day we'll look back at this day and remember that...
Right. But today ain't that day yet, is it? I guess I'll take a closer look at our union members. There's bound to be some ambitious fellows there who'd love nothing more than advancing social democracy. Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing windows, and maybe wants to have some fun with his brother. Anyway, don't you worry. As long as Titus Hardy's...
He's right. The numbers are replaceable. In an organization of thousands of men, there are plenty who join.
Don't know, don't care.
Even after all that hell, he's still bitter about her? He nods and takes another sip of whiskey.
Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves now. Death passed on you today, but men don't get that lucky twice.
Copo loco. And normal cop, I guess. Good luck in Shamrock. Scars made the best.
Thanks for getting involved, guys.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies. You'd make one hard...
And Titus Hardy himself would make a good officer. That man was born to lead. The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. This was Cindy the Skull. The lieutenant crouches, touch.
Looks like it, yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't... And blood. Some of it is even...
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable? The fuel oil catches fire immediately with an ominous hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the letters. Black smoke rises from the burning message. The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face. The flames warmed him too. Not at all in a bad way.
Let's go to that island.
Slowly, the flames subside, the fuel burning out. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I...
Something is wrong. Only static, hissing, no reply.
It's been this way for a while now. My guess is the Union is listening in on our conversations and jamming outward communications to protect. It only happens when someone mentions the attack. The rest is unaffected. Our best bet is to carry on like nothing happened. No more dangerous than stepping between 3 armed mercenaries and 8 Union. I don't like it either, but that's the way it is. The street seems safe enough to me. You can try.
Everything sounds. In the cabin, you see a set.
Officer, what happened? You're wounded.
She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
That's nothing to brag about, officer.
It's not serious. He'll be okay.
You feel the ligament move on your left shoulder, and a small, warm drip of blood. It's nothing.
So you're a killer? That's good, I guess. Better than being dead. I guess you are. I understand that's how it goes. Of course. Can I help you with something? That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying day.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but the twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety bob.
Can we maybe ask your twins about...
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do. Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat. If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow.
Of course, ma'am. It's...
Aye.
The crow's feet disappear from the core.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the...
On that island, that's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can do, and we make a fire. Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire, and then...
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war.
I don't know what these are. They're alive. The fire guy comes and asks...
They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Because he asks to put the fire out? I don't know. He doesn't like it. Yes. I don't know.
Did you mean there are electric?
Yes. No, he doesn't live there. No, he lives there. Been there twice, too. He doesn't live there.
Anything else?
I don't know. We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there. Our father killed him. Don't say that, he didn't. I'm sorry. There's
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
A skiff. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle. Have you made all the necessary preparations? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
What? Fine, why not?
Very cool. Now, SAD FM is a radio station special.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Want to be free. Want to be
boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence. In the silence, a sputter of wings. A flock of quails takes off in the distance.
Let's go.
ICM. This feels familiar somehow.
Insulindian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the
Sounds an awful lot like.
No.
With its horns in the sky. The symbol of the commune.
No, that's the uninhabited...
A DeLorean-era symbol of Insulinda, known as the Face.
After 44 years? That's not nearly enough to hide one of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw. The city is full of things like this. Old bullets, guns, fuel. It does. The RCM may descend from the ICM. It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to join us. Revachol West was mostly workers and criminals.
Nice political thoughts rush through your neocortex. A mediocre athlete would pant from dragging around his body on a busted crutch. But not you. You're thinking about politics with blood dripping down your thigh.
This is better preserved than the others. You can still read this.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft cover books.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
A flash of pain interrupts you, making you...
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead. Yes, anytime. If you need a rest...
You don't have to. Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor. Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin, husband and wife. Widely read by people from all walks. Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique, for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory, that is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly light reading.
Ouzia. I agree. Humanitarian sciences. It stands out. Not.
Your incendiary remark has failed to provoke him. Wasn't there some in the communist students' room?
Well, yes. That one student did.
The little books seem inconsequential next to the big pile of frivolous entertainment.
Whoever has lived here, they have some education and a certain sense.
Interesting. An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel, checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank. There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder. The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine spark.
That should do it. Downstairs, somewhere?
The tank is far from full, but there should be enough inside. Green paint flecks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of... The keys rattle like teeth.
The console of an anti-computation device. The generator upstairs, with wires coming out. I think, yes. Let's see. That one. The emergency open.
The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
After you. I don't know. Don't worry. I have a gun. I know. It was not easy to acquire. An old man, wearing tracksuit trousers, leans on the frames, then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He, unclouded by cataracts. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates everything.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it gets the job done. It's a 3-Angong 4.
Southeast Samaran made. Exotic. Must be defunct too.
A Samaran rifle. How did you get hold?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Sinyao commune. Military.
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing. The lieutenant pulls his pistol from the holster.
You are a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of...
The words, "I am an enemy commander," sound cold as iron from your lungs.
And what rank would that be, dog? A big wheel of the 4th Regiment of the Pederast Army. It's out of bullets.
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand. The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burned into the wood. Triangong, 4.46mm.
Worn, personalized even. Looks like this weapon has seen a lot of use.
No response from the old man. The plastic cape around his shoulders rustles in a small bout of wind.
Jacketed, military-grade ammunition. Stable in flight. Good for hitting something that's very...
As he speaks, he stresses every word. He's liking this. The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession.
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross, political commissar. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender.
The commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? Your holdover?
From the Insular Indian Citizens Militia, the army of the revolution. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. Still armed, and...
51 minus 8 equals...
No. I've been on other islands. I was an resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E-48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed. How does anyone survive?
Now hold on there.
You're insane and grotesque. Everyone steals. Vegetables, supplies. It's the life of a...
How is your health, Mr.
I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red, like beetroot.
He does seem frail. Gaunt for his age. More like 75 than 65.
The RCM can provide medical services. You need to be...
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns. There's nothing to look over. The triage is in, and it's black.
He looks at you, his face parched from the sun and the wind. There's a wince of pain in there somewhere.
43 years and 10 months. It's not how a human being should live. But I had to. I couldn't.
What have you been doing during all this time?
Hiding, fishing.
2 police officers step out of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria. Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer inspects a series of burnt black. Patrol officer Judith Minot points west. The fishing village The officers go, leaving behind the writing, still smoldering.
Always waiting. For her.
Her who?
Girl child. Revolution. I am not a fool. I know. The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore, however hard I try, whatever I do. I was just 16 years old, 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. Well done. I won't explain it to a minion. It's not an island. What? It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Revachol. And I am its last surviving defender. The congenitally deformed King Philip II built it to restrict access to the Bay of Revachol. We coalition military called it Operation Deathblow. Deathblow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone. Sure you are. You're RCM. Answer me. Who calls an operation against 50 million people Deathblow? Iblis. The black-eyed angel. No, I am not a soldier. I am an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the trained in historical materialism, then assigned as a political commissar.
He nods slowly, then another tremor.
There's nothing serious in this world. I've used it for
killing people.
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist? I've used it to...
Interesting. During or after?
There is no after the war. Clap.
So he's continued killing after hostilities. Go in straight. No. Be careful now. Slow and steady does it. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
What did I just say?
What did I just tell you? Don't drop the ball now.
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire.
Oh, yes. That one.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of...
Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all on the gun. The murder weapon is the perfect open. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember.
Not a lot of guns around that use military-grade ammunition.
It's a real gun. Not like your little musketeer pistols. I've seen you prance around. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons?
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen. He would have a good view of the tribunal from here. It's not just empty boasting. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it? Good. This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this, when you...
Murder.
This pushed him, but not enough. Just a little more. Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on Clausia's roof. There were Maybells in the grass when you got here. They're revolutionary. Nowhere else. Nowhere in all of Martinez. Nothing else comes up. You see the lieutenant watch you.
Officer. A word?
Almost where? Almost ready.
No, come on. A word. Let's go. I think we may have this. From nothing to this in a day. This is good, Lieutenant Gefreiter. We just need a confession first, and then maybe a solid motive later. Yes, good going. That should be our first priority. Ballistics. Let him cook here for a minute or two. We can have another look around the island for a sniper's nest. I think we should check out the post.
It doesn't have to hold in court. Just establish a line of...
Remember,
there is palpable excitement in his tone. He likes him for... He thinks the deserter has more than just this case in him. 44 years here.
Oh yes. And he hasn't spoken to anybody in a long time. If we get him open, who knows?
Minions of capital. What do you want? Petty bourgeois law.
A drop of blood in the salad. That's right. Pile it all on him now. 3 should do it.
Damn Maybells. The whole island is turned.
He seems tender suddenly. Nostalgic even.
So many this year too. The spring is coming. No, it's already here. Wash the filth away. They blossom on the islets before we fertilize them with our blood. The coast too, before they piled their containers on top of it. Class.
He knows her, but hadn't heard the name.
With the victim.
Almost. But you need one more. Just one. Or maybe 2.
You're lost, Dwat. You're lost. Pain.
The dry grass crackles under your feet as you stop. Far away, birds' wings. The flock of quail departs. Now more than 100 meters away, on the islet, there is almost no wind under the rain quietly falling on the reeds. Bulrush like a silent orchestra tuning at the beginning of some major work.
Yes?
Momentarily, the sounds are swept away. Pain shoots up your right foot and into your groin.
I have. Is that why we're stopping?
There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab, only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head of it,
B triple prime. This looks like a good place to shoot from.
a single-person mattress, modern, civilian use, branded name, and an empty can of beans on the ground next to it. The silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper filter. The brand, Tio Moteri.
Yes, this guy gets around.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window, quite old and grimy from years without cleaning. The springs screech as you lean on the mattress in trepidation. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting. 1 kilometer. A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint. The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the whirling in rags. The box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags. You see a small fleck of white on the rooftop, the upstairs window of Clausia's room, in the rain, reflecting light.
What does that mean? Do you have line of sight to the window?
More than that.
A pair of binoculars? Or a scope of a rifle? You'd be prone, lying on the mattress, barrel resting on the...
Cheek against a cheek rest, hand on the hair trigger, on a calm day like this.
Good. I think we have it, Detective. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's...
Affirmative.
Why not? We have the weapon and ballistics. As you say...
Minions of capital. What do you want?
Is what you plan to say. Before you can get past, you're under.
Officer, are we sure? We could maybe get more.
The old man looked. You startled him. Maybe it was the silence. He quickly gathers himself. Still,
Petty.
A drop of blood. That's right. Pile it all on him.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence.
You had direct visibility. There are embrasures in the concrete, specifically meant for a top follower to use. And you've been here a long time, Mr. Dross. Too long. You clearly need...
I'm ready to die.
He's practically admitting to it. Dead fasces. Just one thing remains unclear. The rifle does not seem to have a scope.
Forget about your stupid fucking scope.
He lost it. He just doesn't know where it is. Forget it. Push on.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck. You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping with blood. Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I have got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you...
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One...
The lieutenant raises his right arm to hush you. Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore. The ball is rolling.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them. In phase. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death. And that stupid look on his face. And his dick still in her. Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were May bells everywhere. The world was white. Or and so...
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
Yes.
And you were looking at them, the victim and a young woman, having sex, through the scope of your rifle that night?
The old man.
Why?
Because that's what they were doing.
The motive. This is where you can coax it out of him. The lieutenant's...
I don't understand. Do you, detective? I don't understand this part.
I'm always looking.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle?
A rifle's scope has the best magnification.
And if you don't like it?
Click.
Yes. Think of it as a form of...
You got him going. Connect every little piece now. Wrap this up like a gift.
Them. Fucking. I didn't like that. Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying himself. Drugged out, soothed in... And I wanted to see his head explode. That too. She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth.
He wants to see her covered in blood. To punish her.
She practically breastfed that man. You wouldn't believe the things she let him do to her.
While he stands here and rots.
No one gives a shit what you think. You and your cronies kill 10 working-class men a day. I've heard there's nothing to hold on to.
The coals of his eyes glisten suddenly, like...
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on something there. Yes, over the years. It's not unproletarian to feel something. No. I don't really know. I was there one night and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of her room on the floor, the day after I killed him. Yes, I don't know why I do the things I do anymore. Maybe I have these holes in my brain. If you came 10 years ago, I would have killed...
In the silence, the lieutenant, one more down.
Her.
The lieutenant nods at you. That's it. Motive.
Where is she, that Clasier? I haven't seen her there for days. Good for her. That girl kept staring into the scope, you know. At night, crying or smoking on the roof, like she knew I was here.
Across the water, on a dilapidated jetty in a nameless village, made of grey cinder block houses with Eternite roofs. He's there, doing what exactly, I don't know. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer, Special Consultant Heidelstein, is optimistic. We'll see the boat when he comes. Let's go get a coffee until then. I know this interest. As the men go, Patrol Officer Minnow looks back over her shoulder at the crumbling fortification like a rotten tooth. Good luck, Harry, she thinks. You need...
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Who knows what he's seen and done over the years. You could get more out of him. Enough. Take him in. Bend his arms behind his back and end this.
A tragic comedy. Druggies. Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Stripped clean and draped in neon. Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinez. It's their favorite thing to do in the whole world. I'm full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this, race that. It's all sanctioned. Yes, the fly larva in his container. He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III. Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinez proletariat. Intense, like animals, like those boom-boom morons on the ice. The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht, licking her lips. The worst is that old cop parading around in his uniform, throwing balls all day. Every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon or Quayon. That's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children. We did good when we pushed him under that horse car.
The disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his brain's language. There was something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people might be worth investigating.
Another hideous disappointment. Unions are the real enemy.
Disappointment. So personal. He displays...
That deformed toad? I wouldn't expect him to wipe his own ass. I mean, that mobster toad couldn't run a shithouse. He has no political education. His twin, first against the wall with them. First against the wall for keeping the mill. Glad? It's all gone. What? But you said I would be taken to the...
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week. Do you
But... No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on...
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
You thought you heard something, but it's just the reeds.
Maybe we could all fit in there. Actually, no. Not really. We could escort him to the pier, then either one of us can take him inland while the other stays here.
But then, who watches him while you're coming back here?
You come back for me? How about I go and send a boat back for you?
What is this farce? This is a fucking...
Lillian. You could ask her, maybe.
This is no harmless old man.
This fucking world. This world. What?
No, listen. Listen now.
Okay, how about I take him to the precinct and you wait on the island?
This world? What are you talking about?
The wind is cold. Your skin is crawling suddenly. A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms.
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pin. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand move to your holster to grab the gun.
Tell me what you see, damn it. I can't make out one small thing in...
I can see it.
4 simple words, thank God. If he can see what that means, it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence.
Be very, very careful.
What is it? What do you...
Nothing. There is nothing. Only... The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape break.
It is.
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant holds a piece of milled aluminium. He begins to pull it open, extremely carefully. No, the flash will scare the creature off. Warn him now.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
From the corner of your eye, You see a sudden...
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
He's letting his pride get in the way. You see the phasmid turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick.
Understood, of course.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking their measure of the air. Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward them. Like laughter, a sort of happy sweat drips from your brow, soaking your chest. The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water. The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes. Suddenly, there is silence. As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own. They are white, praying to you. Unwittingly, the insect continues its stridulations. As it moves, tuft-like structures still pretending to be plants. Perhaps it is preparing to eat its god. No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. The faintest smell, like you've never felt before. Like...
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect letting out that same smell, like summer burning.
I exist. Tell me what it's like for you. Fire? Where? I am oblivious to the city. It is only on my margins. Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images. A kind of darkness, shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations. A swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of me. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light. It only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul. Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you, with all of creation reflected in your forebrain. Even when you're sleeping, and when you wake, you carry it around on your neck, with eyes open that cannot help but swallow more behind the mirror. That must be incredibly hard. The Arthropods are in silent and meaningless awe of you. Know that we're watching, and when you fall, we will come to raise you up. Bud from you, banner-like, blossom from you and carry you apart in a sky field.
Detective. Arriving on the scene.
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmadia, endemic to the Insulandian Insula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight. No one unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain. Also, by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions, until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen militia in Rebelshaw, district of Martin. So am I,
I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect? He's in a bad state, deteriorating fast now. He thinks I am beneficial to him. Very slowly, and only because he won't go away. It is meant to keep them from noticing me, to interfere with the pictures in their heads. But he has looked at me for too long. And now, there is one more. Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before you go. That woman. Turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. Forever show. She was hell on earth. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
Okay.
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by...
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the loop.
I got it.
A shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface. And just like that, it's gone. Skating away, and something under it. In the place it stood, Bobby...
It's gone. Apparently, yes. Like a water strider. Only... looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
What now?
In some kind of strange, semi-catatonic...
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go. See.
Mr. Dross?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes with fear and longing. A light shiver passes him, followed by...
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, these cells are transported...
The trembling mouth appears...
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should...
I lost...
He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there, with the help of a magpie phasmid. This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle?
Silence. You've gotten all you will. Nothing. Just dull staring. Not the plastic cape flaps around his face. In a gust of... The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are... The strength has all gone out of him.
We should think about getting back to the mainland, to get help.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the...
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. But for the sound of conversation on the water, two men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Look what the tide brought him. Harry, you're bleeding all over the place.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant. This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
That's right. And you're bleeding. Bothered by it. Harry, you look like you need a fucking orc. Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that. We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on...
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Kemar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstein.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Precinct 57. We've just come from the...
The scene is making even him.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi. Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is...
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical...
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullet. Shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
You, shit kid, that...
Despite all that you've done, the deserter, the phasmid, the case...
No, because of all that you've done. The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
And people on the street helped us too, with...
You're a legend among the drunks, Harry. A legendary local drunk.
Yes, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I never said I wasn't Trent Heilerstein. Mikhail? Mikhail is my son. No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the Martinez beachhead. And Mikhail wanted to see Martinez.
Him being there with his son, it was not a coincidence. It's difficult to see, but he was worried about you. And also...
Again, I was asked to share my take on some of the more French academic theories developed in Königsberg.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on. God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn. Detect or die.
It wasn't like that.
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we? Sure, you're not a superstar law official, Talk on the town is your Guillaume Le Million reincarnate. I know this shit. Nothing has changed. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in.
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money is...
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with...
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomic? Not when you phrase it like that, but I don't think critical theory. I know everyone thinks this is far-fetched pink academia, but still, I don't think it's...
What? He lost his memory because of capitalism?
No, not like that. I'm not talking Vrede for school here. But Harry, I asked you, what do you think happened? Lefty Dink? Well, actually, I don't consider myself a classical leftist at all. Not in the Mazovian sense at least, but fine.
He is. He's getting better. And I can confirm that he drank...
I believe he drank. People do that, especially this one. What they don't do is forget their whole life because of drinking.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case.
The two cases in your ledger. The unsolvable case and the next world. Those cases were hard on...
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a... Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. Hardwired to the free market.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. You really are a lefty dink.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Leadership, now.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension? Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. No, now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry? I do. You drove it into the water. Everyone on the street saw you do it. It's going to be... Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired. And it doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand. Not today, badge.
And your gun?
As if having your badge and gun. Here we go again. Lost gun. Lost gun.
Yeah, gun. The thing that was given to you to kill people. He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone. You were never supposed to lose it in the first place. Not lost. So you forgot to drink? I don't buy it.
He's wounded. It's been a long week and he's handled an actual corpse.
A bit of a wig? You're drunk, and you let a suspect escape, a certain Clasier, because you were too...
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
Well, if she was specially trained. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect, the one who shot herself in the head. Or the fact that you're Everard Claire's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a you compared to the 7 people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mad.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois could be...
Here comes the cavalry.
He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot, not once, but twice. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He thinks of apologizing, but...
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take? On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the lost gun, also losing his badge, that's all true. And he's been drinking on the job.
The man sighs.
Then there's the superstardom. He likes to, from time to time, allude to being a superstar law official. At first I thought it was a joke, but now I'm not. It's worrying, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a fascist, a far-right woman hater, and of course, also into race stuff. Which, for a police officer, not good. Other still, he is also an ultra-liberal hustler who is always on the grind, which I guess goes well with some of his racism. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, and the constant smoking everywhere, all the time. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best. He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar, was a valiant effort.
Okay, he did something.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers. You hear gasps beneath the
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected?
The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is...
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. It's...
Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym. The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich. This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich.
So, it is what a soldier of the eye...
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of...
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was...
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
Jealousy. I thought this Liliana...
A strange psychosexual fascination. The result of spending all this time in solitude on the islands of this bay. And trauma too. He himself gave... Also, we have a sniper's nest with full view of the room in which the mercenary died. Right on the island.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more.
I've never doubted you can pull yourself together and work. In bouts. Bouts don't last. I can...
God damn it. It is bad. Chin up. Keep focusing on the positives here.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk.
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes...
Still, good work with the missing part.
It's still a point for you. Noted.
What was that? It sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church. That's great. Entrepreneurship is a great new career for you, after police officer.
4 kids were living in a tent on the ice. They were going to drown when it melted. It's not optimal, but the building was abandoned, so he put...
It's not that okay. Get off this subject now.
Who's Kuno?
You don't want to know.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs, I know you did. It's alright. I mean, at this point, anything is but the drink. I don't know what a doomed commercial area is. Why? That's not what you were...
There was a possible witness in there, and it was close to the crime scene. He was just chasing a lead.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
Female?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And
incredible.
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my...
Bowers are built by males of the species who can't afford colorful mating displays physically. This one was plain colored.
Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. It must be robust if it can move a whole helmet with its limbs. As in cloning itself? What makes you think so? Well, then it wouldn't matter if it's a male or female. The Bower would just be...
That makes sense.
Very interesting. Such organisms are extremely vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria...
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even...
This would really help with some of the problems.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science...
Without it...
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment. Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to.
Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let...
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into...
Now you will finally get to know who you are. The man looks westward, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who are you? Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe... You haven't told us about that. You just told us about being a gym teacher.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth. You're in some of your more old school social views.
The incredible stamina out. Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy.
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk. Dora something. Dora England. Yeah, you meant...
Not Dora Dubois.
Something like that.
Vasa is where beautifully and impossibly blonde people come from.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol. God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was wet.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it? What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora England really tore you a new one. A big one. Incredibly bangable. She was incredibly fuckable. A beautiful bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a whale.
Snow Welkin. Heartbreak Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or... My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder?
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
No.
Talks concluded.
Who is Lena? Well, good luck finding her once we get...
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver.
She is going to be over them. Watch out, or she'll faint.
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all. Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate. No. Good luck with your report.
Damn it. Yes, we're looking at a real brick here. The sooner you...
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive.
The great district hums in the falling rain. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, fire traps as far as the eye can see. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint... Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office. And
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jam?